These wonderful gents, good evening. No, it's not Halloween, but it is Thanksgiving Day. It's not Halloween, no, no, no. It's early in the morning. It's Thanksgiving Day, 2:30 in the morning, and we here on the late night. Shout out to you for tapping in, but this one's going to be a nice little interesting one because it's time to make the baby go to bed. You know how you got a little child and they won't go to bed? And sometimes you got to do some things to make them go to bed. Well, the boogeyman is live, folks. Don M-TheeFDMG Boogieman is live in full effect, and the Ultimate Trolling Warrior is now time to come alive. So, the Ultimate Trolling Warrior is here, folks, and it's time to set a little fire underneath, for the camp. You have a lot of folks out here camping, and they sitting around the bonfire, and they want a little late night story. So the people want a little late night story around the bonfire. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to give them a little late night story. So I guess we might as well start the marathon this way. You feel me? We're going to start the marathon in the best way possible. Why not start with Coon of the Year? Okay? Maybe I have to change this back to what it is. Coon of the Year. How many people remember that? Coon of the Year. The Coon of the Year Awards. Shout out to Don. You know what I'm saying? Because I gave out the official Coon of the Year Awards. Shout out to me. We up late night. Yes, we are up late night. Early in the morning, I'm feeling good. Had a good night's sleep. Went to bed early. And I woke up and I was watching this thing because I'm trying to put something together. I'm organizing for the victims of human trafficking, sex trafficking. This is real, folks. And as I'm organizing for this movement, I've I've seen this video and I was watching the video, and I did not like the way the man was handling one of the victims. And sometimes, people, they think they are doing a service, but he was doing a disservice with the young lady. And so, I'm not going to shout him out like that right now, but he had a woman on that I'm going to cover because I was trying to tell folks, like, we have these folks as being, I'm plugging my phone up, sorry. We have folks that's being used and abused, and they all they Spanish, they white, they black. And so I want to really cover that story. And at the Inauguration Day rally, we're going to give honor to these women and men and victims, and we're going to salute them. But as I'm looking at this video, I see, Lenon is on live, and I'm saying, he's live right now? I'm like, what time is it? I wipe my eyes and realize, wow, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, yeah, that's around I think I woke up around 1:30, 1:40, 2 o'clock. And so I'm sitting there watching and seeing what he's talking about, 2 in the morning. And then I realized he's been live for 5 hours. This man's been live 5 hours. So because he's live 5 hours, at the bonfire telling the Umar Johnson story, I might as well pick up the story now, folks. You know what I'm saying? We got Lenon on and doing bonfire stories for 5 hours. Well, I might as well keep the marathon going. So we're going to pick up from where he's going to end, because he's about to end soon. Because Don M, the FDFDMG Boogieman, is live. So now, being that it's time for him to come to an end, maybe because he's up here tapping, he hear the rest of the bonfire story. Because we got a story to talk about with him. He's putting together a documentary based on Umar Johnson, right? Lenon is putting together a documentary based on Umar Johnson. The history, the lifestyle of Umar Johnson. Which one is this? This is like part 5, part 10. You know what I'm saying? You've been following this man like Bill Bixby, following Incredible Hulk. Oh, Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee. Lenon, you definitely Mr. McGee right now. With the Incredible Hulk, you that private investigator. And right now you got a late night bonfire going on, and I'm going to have to put the fire out because you've been going a little bit too long, bro. And for 5 hours, and you failed to still mention me. I guess I gotta come back on and let you know that you officially now might make the Coon of the Year for 2024. Okay, folks. Once we put the Coon of the Year out, do we need the Coon of the Year award again? I mean, when I made the Coon of the Year, I lost the channel because of that. I got copyright strikes. I mean, I got attacked because of Coon of the Year. Maybe we need Coon of the Year again because you cooning once again because no one's here to let you know that. There's nobody on these YouTube streets to really come back and say, hey, yo, you are really sitting back around talking about Umar Johnson like you a victim. We don't even have victims of Umar Johnson talking about Umar Johnson like this. Okay? There's really you have victims for Umar Johnson who gave money and they don't have no receipts for their money. They gave donations, they gave their time, they gave their energy. You have real victims out here. And you are not even focused on real victims. You are doing it, you are a complete mirror of that man himself. Just light skin with no hair. Light skin with no hair. And you are from the West Coast. You Umar Johnson from the West Coast. Like Adria, she claims to be She Diddy. Okay? You are Lumar. You Lumar Johnson. We're gonna call Lenon on the new name is Lumar. It's no more Lenon, it's Lumar. Mr. Lumar Honor. Okay, Lumar. Okay, you the new Lumar. I'm gonna have to change your name to Lumar. Okay, you no longer Leonard Honor, you Lumar Honor, because you became the Umar Johnson of the West Coast. Because exactly what he say and do, you are him. And I'm noticing your perversion is rising up. You seem to be, I don't know, man. Being a little Umar Johnson reporter got to your head, and now suddenly you are becoming a little rock star. I'm watching you, bro. I'm listening to you. And your wife is, she's tolerating you. She's tolerating you. I guess because as long as you keep bringing in that money, it's okay. But she's tolerating your perversion because as the years go by, you've been dealing with your wife for all these years. I'm really sensing that you're ready to dig out the hole and like a little groundhog and see what rabbits is running around. I sense it, because your perversion is rising and rising. I think Umar Johnson's rubbing off on you. You know what I'm saying? I think you want to grab some cookies out there. You want to dip your milk in some cookies, or dip the cookies in some milk, whichever way you want to look at it. I'm sensing that with you, Leonard Lumar. Lumar, no longer Leonard Honor. His Lumar Honor. Okay, he advanced from Lenon, Lenore, and now he's Lumar Honor. Because Lumar Honor don't know how to put a story down and pick up the real story. He don't know how to really big up the victims, real victims. How about you reach out, have the people reach out to you and do a real cover story of real victims, as opposed to regurgitating all these old stories and looking for a story to run on. Lumar, you was looking like back 4 years ago, because it was 4 years ago when I came on the scenes and started touching base with you folks. 4 years ago exactly. So this is the 4th year anniversary. That's why I'm coming on these YouTube streets right about now. We're going to do the anniversary. Okay, the marathon. Today we're going to do a marathon because this is 4-year anniversary of my struggle with Umar Johnson. And 4 years later, we still fighting to get that money. Just like these young women are all fighting to get justice. Understand what I'm saying? Here I am still fighting to get this funds. And you, Lumar, you have an opportunity to help. You have an opportunity to bring the spotlight. But you just want to talk about women that Umar Johnson is talking to. Because you, Lumar, are stuck with your woman. And you, Lumar, wish that you could be floating around like your twin brother, Umar. So you get your rocks off talk about Umar Johnson. And for 5 hours, you talking Umar Johnson like you are a victim. And it's so bananas. And it's like, someone has to really call you out for it. So I'm going to have to do Coon of the Year, I guess, again. Because you putting together a documentary and you don't have no real victims in there. How you gonna have a documentary on Umar Johnson and like that's a P. Diddy story, and you're not gonna have real victims in that documentary? How you want to entertain the people just regurgitating old footage? You're gonna talk about the conscious stripper. You talked about her like 5, 10 times and 20 times. You're gonna talk about his father 5, 10, 20 times, but you're not gonna really bring up the real victims who have claims. Remember, there was a time we could pull the receipts up, but I ain't got time to be looking for those receipts of what you said. You said something about it's not real until a person have a claim number. I have a claim number. I have a claim number that says I won my claim, and you still not running that story. You could have put 20 series on that story already. You understand what I'm saying? Why you think I'm on your ass? Because you could have really put together 10 to 20 series on that Umar Johnson trial that he had, the case that he had with Don M. But no, you wanted to put that to the side because you want to be Coon of the Year. So I guess you might have just came out of the woodworks and got the Coon of the Year award again. Because you're not covering, it's like you're not covering the Umar Johnson story in the proper manner. You covering it like these podcasters trying to cover the Diddy situation, and they trying to get these victims on their podcast just so that they can, get numbers, get more numbers. That's what you're trying to do. You're just trying to get numbers for your channel. You're not really covering the story on the level which it really could come to an end. Because you really could have put this to an end. That's the funny thing. You could have put it to an end, but no, it's good money. This is your livelihood, right? You said that. Didn't you say that this is your second job, my G? Lumar Honor. Okay, folks. He's no longer Lenon. He's Lumar Honor. Okay. FDFDMG. Come on, Lumar. I need you to hit those notes for me on your keyboard. Okay, I need you to hit those because that's the new song, Lumar. Lumar Honor. It's 5 o'clock. It's funny because I was like, wait, it's his birthday. It's around his birthday time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's why he's doing this marathon. I forget. But once again, here you are covering the story of Umar Johnson as he's traveling here and there. But in Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania, he has a real serious situation that you want to sit back and you waiting to see his head get rocked. What you gonna do? If that happens, let's just say, what I'm saying, we put hands on the man, then you're gonna cover the story? That's gonna be corny of you. You know what I'm saying? Why would you cover the story then? That's gonna be extremely corny of you. And that's the shit that we talk about. That's the Coon. You know what I'm saying? That's the Coon. I guarantee Max V would jump out the woodworks if he's seen hands going at dude. Understand? If hands went on that dude, every single person would be covering the story. The coons, all the coons would come out the trees and out of the burrows. All the coons would just come out of nowhere because they waiting for a coon story. They waiting for a story to coon on, but they not doing the real. So Leonard, I'm here 2:33 in the morning to let you know I got my eyes on you. Just because I'm not saying anything, just because I'm not saying a word, just because I'm being quiet, don't mean I'm not watching. And every time you go live and you're not speaking the real, and you're not holding the victims and putting the victims out there, you cooning for cash apps, you cooning for dollars, you cooning to keep your lights on. And that's why I'm on your ass, because you cooning just to have a lifestyle for yourself while there's a real situation that's going on and you're not covering it. And that's the sad thing about it. Because as a reporter, as an entertainment reporter, as a person who reports the story that you claim that you're reporting because someone has to do it, how are you not covering the fact that this man still owes this man money after 4 years? And he's in Australia? Come on, man. You got to mention it. Like, yo, you got to give 10 minutes to that. Every time you go live about him, you got to give 10 minutes of the story. 5 to 10 minutes, you must. That's important, but you choose not to because you cooning for your dollars and you don't want attention to go nowhere else. I don't need attention. I need my story to be rectified. I need my situation to be over with, and by all means. But you just cooning for cash apps because you need to take care of your 6, 7, 8, 10 kids. Okay, oh, 5, 4 kids, whatever it is that you have. You are out here online for 5 hours trying to get money because it's Christmas time coming up. It's Black Friday. Understand, folks? I forgot. We talk about Christmas. It's Black Friday. It's Black Friday, so Lenon is on these waves because he's trying to raise some money because he got to go shopping for the kids because they got to get the sales because you know he likes sales. You understand? This Black Friday time, you know what I'm saying? He got to get to the malls because everything going to be on sale. He don't like to spend no money. He likes to catch the sales, right? That's Umar Honor. Okay, for everybody who's tapping in, the new, his name is Umar. It's no long Lenon. It's Umar Honor. FDFDMG. Okay, he's Umar Honor. And right now he's online for 5, 6 hours because he got to get some Black Friday money. I forget. It's his birthday. Between his birthday and Black Friday, he got to do a marathon. It's been 4 years. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2000 when I came out with the story. 2000 when I came out with the story. 2000 on November. The end of November when I came up with the story to you folks. It's exactly 4 years from now when I came up with the story of Umar Johnson that set the waves on fire with the Umar Johnson story. No one had nothing. They was all sitting back like, yo, what's going on? What's going on? It was nothing but, it was, all you heard was crickets on the YouTube streets. And the dudes, they were going back and forth trying to battle each other because they had nothing on Umar. And then when the story came out 4 years later that there was an inside person that was staying in the school, no one has a story like that. And when that story came out, everybody wanted to touch it, but they wanted me to coon around the topic. They wanted me to be a buffoon on the topic. No, I'm Black Power. I can't do that coon and buffoon and shit. But yo, I'm definitely here letting you know 4 years later, I'm letting y'all know 1000% that I apologize. Just like all those people who was hiding the R. Kelly situation, all those people that was hiding the Diddy situation, the Sean Combs, the Rockefellers, because this is a story on the Rockefellers. Everybody was holding and hiding the true facts of what they know and what they could have spilled the beans on. I apologize because I guess that was me. I guess I could have came more to the facts that, this guy is a fraud, that this guy is robbing people for their money. But because I really wanted to hold on to just that much of the string of there is real Black Power on behalf of my niece, because my niece believed in that man, I chose not to crush his candy. But I had a Candy Crush now. It's Candy Crush season. It's Candy Crush season. We crushing these candies. We crushing the candies, folks. And Umar Honor, I'm here to crush your candy right now. Get off the show. End your live, bro. End your live. End your live. Tell the people good night. Tell them you start part 2. Okay? Don M is live, and he's calling you out to be the Coon of the Year. Once again, Leonard Honor finds a way to come out of the shell to be and to get that award. He do not want to give that award up. He wants to be Coon of the Year for a lifetime. I might give Umar Honor the Lifetime Coon of the Year award, Lifetime Coon Achievement Award, because he loves cooning for cash apps. He would do whatever. He would research for 2 to 10 days. Oh, understand? That's some deep shit. He would research for who is researching 10 days of work, who's going through years and years and years and years and years of archives of Umar videos, of listening to Umar talk. And he's going through hours and hours of that, putting together a documentary when all he have to do is have a real live with me, a two-part series with me, where we just have a real dialogue, a men's dialogue about the situation. Case is over, story's over. Umar Johnson either going to open that school or Umar Johnson going to come clean. But this dude want to just, like I say, coon for cash apps, coon for dollars, coon for super chats. And like I say, he's now becoming like the person that he's been cooning on. He's becoming Umar Johnson 1000%. I sense a level of perversion rising from this man. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about the woman's legs. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at the woman's legs. Yo, as long as his wife ain't saying nothing and he keeps sneaking it in, he's like one of those sneak dissers. You know what I'm saying? In hip hop, he's like a Drake. He know how to sneak diss. He's like a Drake, period. He wanted to steal Umar's shine. You know what I'm saying? They say there's a rumor about Drake, how Drake always, snatching up other men's, their females and shit like that. Well, that's what Lumar Honor, that's what he do. Lumar Honor loves snatching up crumbs from Umar. He like to make the crumbs crumble, and then he pick them up and he brings them over to his side, and then he likes that attention. He loves the attention from other people's crumbs. He's a crumb snatcher. So not only is he a coon, but he's a crumb snatcher. He likes to snatch other people's crumbs. You got to pay attention to him. Like I say, just because I'm not talking about the situation don't mean that I'm not still breaking the situation down. And so when I do come and talk about the situation, folks, I'm not talking about it on a small level. I'm letting you know that Lumar Honor, no matter how many videos he show and pull up these old videos that people can analyze on their own, and he's doing a recap of it, trying to break it down to his molecules so he can bring it to you as atoms and plant these seeds in your head as atoms and molecules and all sorts of DNA that he's trying to take from him to put into you. Understand what I'm saying? He's a funny dude. Lumar Honor is so funny that he's doing 5 hours of videos on Umar, and it's 2, 3 in the morning. So somebody might as well just like myself come on deck, you know what I'm saying, and talk about Lumar. Lumar, give it a break if you're not going to talk about Don M, because Don M is the only man on the YouTube streets who have a legal battle going on with this person that you're talking about. Don M is the only one that took this man to court and truly won. Don M is the only man that this man Umar is so afraid to mention. He don't want to say this man's name, so he got to call him out to be the struggling YouTuber. And the craziest thing about it, the funniest thing about it, pay attention. You never ever heard Lumar Honor do a story of who's the struggling YouTuber that Umar Johnson talks about. Because he knows. You never ever hear Lumar Honor. Lenon, for those people who's coming in, Lenon Honor is Lumar. He's the West Coast Umar. Okay, Lenon Honor. You never ever heard Lenon Honor, Lumar Honor say, who is the struggling YouTuber that Umar Johnson be talking about? And that's why I want y'all to understand why he never touched that. That just goes right over his head. Umar done said the struggling YouTuber several times, more than 5 times. But Leonard Honor, watching all the videos, scrubbing all the videos, you never heard Leonard Honor say, who is that struggling YouTuber that Umar Johnson talks about? Look, here at 2 something in the morning, I'm showing you my little finger, you know what I'm saying? Don't look like Umar Johnson's dirty ass finger. Clean your nails before you eat that meal, boy. But anyway, like I say, folks, you never heard Lumar Honor mention who's the struggling YouTuber. That's amazing, right? He always want to know who Umar Johnson talking about. But Umar Johnson did a video, and he mentioned the struggling YouTuber. He said you can pay attention to the struggling YouTuber, and Leonard never, Lumar Honor never, ever questioned who is the struggling YouTuber, because that would bring attention to me. He avoids any and everything that brings real attention this way. Yo, folks, ask him to do it as he doing all the scrubbing, and ask him to find out who's this struggling YouTuber that Umar Johnson always talks about. Okay, ask Leonard Honor to pull up the receipts of who he thinks the struggling YouTuber is. That's what I'm saying. He's not covering the story properly. He's covering the story just so that he can be on top. He is a Umar Johnson. And this is the scary thing about it, because he's still rocking and rolling strong after 10 years, and no one's really pulling his cards. You have a few people that's, talk about Leonard Honor, but when they talk about Leonard Honor, they talk about Leonard Honor as somewhat as an Umar Johnson supporter. You understand what I'm saying? They're still talking as if they are Umar Johnson supporters, so their validation isn't that strong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know who's talking about Leonard Honor like that, to be honest. But obviously, they haven't made the A side of the situation. They really just underground, just making videos. But on the level of me telling you, yo, Leonard Honor is definitely creepy. And I'm telling you because of the fact that he wants all the attention. And he don't know how to pass the mic, pass the story. It's like, yo, you got a story, and every headline is Umar did this, and Umar want to do this, and Umar want to crush cookies, Umar want to crush cookies, Umar want to crush cookies. But you're not covering the story of Umar actually have a real court case that what can happen with this case? Could there be a lien on his building? Could this guy really could put a lien on the building? It's like you're not covering the story in the manner that helps. You covering the story in the manner that you actually doing promotion. You like his PR. That's what you are. You are his publicist. When you look at everything, you got him as a superhero. So if people don't know, if they just see that and they don't know nothing about Umar, they just see your videos, and they just see you really praising him because you advertise his cash apps. You advertise and promote where the location. You advertise and promote everything of Umar. It's like you're hand in hand together. It's like you work with him. It's like you're getting a percentage. And if he's not paying you a percentage of something, then you're getting a percentage just by talking about him in this way. And it's amazing. It's really amazing that I wake up and I didn't even know you was live. And when I look, now, and like I say, I didn't go to your channel, and I was just scrolling through my timeline, and I see you live. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to your channel, to be honest. I gotta check and see if I am. I probably just watched enough of your videos where you pop up, because I don't really watch that much stuff on YouTube except for things that deals with education and politics. And because I've been paying attention to this Diddy situation, that comes up on my timeline. But my timeline is pretty, bland. I got coons and fools on my shit. I got coons and perverts that come up on my timeline. Diddy stuff and Umar stuff and Leonard stuff. And right now I'm letting you know that Leonard Honor being on live for 5 hours in November is him trying to get birthday money and Black Friday money. He needs that Black Friday money because he got tickets to his shopping. So he's doing overtime right now because this is his job. How many people heard him when he said that he said that YouTube is a job? And he meant that, his second income. It's really his main income. And he proves it every time around November. He would disappear for like 2 weeks before he go on to his main spree in November. And when he go in November, he goes hard. He just know, but he noticed, and I'm telling you, his numbers are down. His numbers are really down because people's kind of like, they watch you because they bored. They watch you just because, saying they know that you're going to be talking about something that they can relate to because they've been paying attention for so long. But realistically, they want you to do something different. They need you to switch it up. They need you to see. They need to see Don M on your show. And I'm telling you, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows, including you and your wife, knows that if you and I had a conversation on your show, it could go for 5-6 hours. And not only that, it would be your best show. Everybody knows that this would be your best show if you finally had Don M on your platform. Everyone knows that. But because you choose to be a gatekeeper, Lenon is a gatekeeper. Lenon is a gatekeeper. I want that to really seek in, okay, folks? Lenon is a gatekeeper when it comes to this Umar Johnson conversation. He do not want no one else to have a shine when it comes to the Umar Johnson conversation. Like he always say, he sounds like Umar. I'm the only one who's been covering the story. I know more than anybody about Umar Johnson. He sounds like Umar Johnson when it comes to this Umar Johnson story. He's the gatekeeper. He's the only one that has such an intimate relationship with Umar. He's the only one that knows Umar Johnson's background. He studied Umar better than anybody. He's the Umar Johnson scholar. And he's the gatekeeper because he don't want no one else to have a story. He don't want no one to have a claim because he feels it's going to take away his money. It's like, yo, this is his money. I don't want nobody to take away my money. I need my money. I got 10 kids. He sound like the dude from Total Recall. I got 5 kids. The next thing you know, I got 3 kids. I thought it was 5. Oh well, which one is it? And I'm not even here like 3 in the morning babbling. I'm here 3 in the morning because I cannot believe that you folks don't see it. These dudes got me blocked from being able to comment on their channels. But it's weird because I know I was sitting there, I was looking at all the comments, and I was saying to myself, I was like, oh shoot, you know what? This is birthday time. And I looked through the comments and nobody was talking about his birthday. And mind you, this is 4 hours in, 5 hours in. So I left the comment, I said, oh, it's birthday season. I said something like that. It's Lenon his birthday season. And the next thing you know, I started seeing people start saying happy belated birthday. So I'm trying to figure out, was I blocked? Am I blocked or not? Because I would tap out to see if I'm still, my message would be on the screen, but I don't see it. But it just seemed like some people read the message that I put out there. It's weird. This shit is very weird. Because I'm seeing happy belated birthday, after I said what I said about the birthday. There was no birthday wishes. And like I said, it's 5 hours in the live. So, y'all, like having me blocked, that's some cornball shit. Any man that's having another man blocked, he's kind of soft. You know what I'm saying? You soft. Especially if you be like, you want to smoke. But you block a person like me? Why do these guys be blocking me? But then they be talking about, I want the smoke. Well, I'm the smoke, I'm coming, but you got me blocked. I'm the conversation. I'm the like in the comment section, when I come, I bring the conversation. I turn up the comment section, and you have me blocked. You have me blocked, Lenon. Why do you have me blocked? Lumar, I need y'all to get this message to Lumar. The next time you're going to have a 5-hour live, mention the struggling YouTuber. Like I say, folks, why Lumar Honor do not want to cover the story of who is the struggling YouTuber that Umar Johnson talks about. Why is he not covering that? Why he never ever mention who's the struggling YouTuber? This is so funny to me. He researched, he could pull up receipts on everybody. I got the receipts on this, I got the receipts on that. And where's the receipts on Don M? Outside lies, because you ain't got no receipts. You dig into, you be digging into people's background. Spit my background out there to the people. Have a conversation with me about my background. I heard some chick who dug into my background to see, and to start talking about my situations, my arrest. What's her name? Glorion or some dumb shit like that. One of them chicks. I don't even know. I can't remember which one. But like I say, Lumar honor. Lumar honor, because you are the West Coast Lenon. Umar. Why is it so hard for you to really cover the Umar Johnson story properly? Why is it that you feel like you can create and make stories mega? It's like you taking minute things and try and make them mega. But the real deal stories like Ali Carter and the real stories like Amisha and Adria English, you're not, and I'm not talking about their stories, but I'm talking about the Umar Johnson of that shit. Me. The real victims. How is it that you find it so hard to really cover it? If you're a real man would be like, you know what? I'm still going to cover this story because this is an interesting topic. How is it not interesting? How is it dull? But him being a deadbeat single guy at the age of 50 is very important to talk about. He's single at the age of 50. So how is that a topic? Why is it such a great topic to talk about? Umar Johnson single at 50. Umar Johnson deadbeat. You sound like a female with that shit, like a female with a grudge. But you would be in a real podcast and having real stories. You'd be like 4 years later, Umar still has to pay this man, and they're still collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars, traveling to this place, and this man still haven't been paid. We need justice for this man. You're not covering the Umar Johnson shit, right? You just covering it like it's a Dora the Explorer episode, like it's cartoon. That's why you Coon of the Year once again, because you're not taking the time, and you don't have Don M in the documentary. Come on, man. Don M, the reason why the electricity got cut on. Don M, the reason why the stuff got moved from one side to the other side. Don M, the reason why y'all know about the paint. Don M, the reason why you have stories to talk about. Real stories. And I'm not going to keep going in because maybe we need to save this for the Breakfast Club. Like I said, we're going to see the Breakfast Club one day. But we should have been on the Breakfast Club with the story. Because you were supposed to, it was you the gatekeeper. You the Umar Johnson gatekeeper, folks. I'm being 100 with you. Leonard Honor is the Umar Johnson gatekeeper. And if he would have did his job as a real reporter, this story would have been blown up to the level it's supposed to be. But Umar Honor chooses to have a job as opposed to do a job. See, that's the problem. He's choosing to have a job, like going live, and that's his job now. But he's not doing his job. He's not reporting the real. If you want to be a private investigator and you want to be a reporter on the Umar Johnson story, then cover the story properly. But if you just want to be an entertaining voice that has a job covering Umar Johnson, then you be that Coon of the Year. Because you talk about man who's focused on black power. Okay, see that's where a problem comes. You're talking about a man that is being lynched because of his belief to open up a school for black boys. So because you're going against that form of black power and the way you covering the story without covering in the black power format, you really just covering in the Cooning manner, you Coon of the Year. Because this man of black power and black excellence is being niggerish with his own people that trusted him. And you're not covering the story because you don't want it to be, you don't want that person to be spotlighted. I'm not trying to be an Umar Johnson spotlight person. I just want my justice. And if you're a person that can get that justice going, it's like Tupac. Like, nigga, you know who shot me. And if you don't know, you the gatekeeper, you should know. How you not know? So how you not covering the story? I feel like Tupac right now, and I want to bomb on you. Because how you not covering the story? How in 4 years you don't, oh, people hit me up, oh, Don, Lenon mentioned you. Lenon mentioned you. No. Oh, well, I got to sit through 4 hours and try and find where he mentioned me? No, do the story covering me. Do the whole story covering me. And hit me up on my email and let me know that it's going down. So it can be a success story. Not, oh, he mentioned you. Oh, fuck is that? I'm going to mention him back. Cover the story. 4 years later, my G, before the end of this year, you can't do a 4 years later story? You do all these other stories. You can't do a 4 years later, the struggling YouTuber, Don M. Linda, you can't do that? Without insulting me? Oh, he was up in the trap band that was getting high with him. No. I know he was getting high with him. No. See, that's where the problem went. When you telling a story with your twisted narrative, your twisted, wicked narrative, to put yourself back into a Coon, no, that's not working. That's not the story. We retake. We give you another shot until you get it right. But I will go live on you until you get it right. And you know, when I go hard and go live on you, it changes your lifestyle. It make you reevaluate yourself. Well, shout out to E&J. They was real consoling to you, huh? When you had a little crisis, you had a real midlife crisis. E&J had to send you some comforting words. Don't worry, Lenon. Everybody go through some hardship in life. You're a good guy. Keep going strong. Oh my God, that tickled my feet. That tickled my feet. It tickled the soft part of my feet. Not foot, but my feet, both of them. They were tickling both feet at the same time. It was funny. Then when you was on Information Man, letting the world know that you were such a conspiracy theorist that you lost your life and you still recovering from that. And now Umar Johnson, your new conspiracy theory, and it's saving your life because you made more money covering Umar Johnson than you made in your life. The Umar Johnson live streaming that he's done is his main income. And no, he's not trying to pass none of that income anywhere. He needs all that income to come into him because he got 5 kids, 6 kids, and a cat. What happened to the cat? Cat dead? The cat probably dead or what? Ran away? What happened to that cat? See, that's how far out the loop I am. This shit's pathetic. For me to even say I'm going, trust me, dog, you was like the last thing on my mind waking up out my sleep. But when I pop up and I see your shit on my screen, and I'm like, and I see, yo, what is he talking about? And then you talk about this woman legs, and I'm like, oh, this dude is really becoming like Umar. High level cursing, like, oh, you trying to turn up a little bit because you know your ratings are going down, they're dwindling. Your ratings are dwindling. I have a little challenge, yo. I have a little bet, yo. I'm trying to think of how to word this correctly. I have $200 for you to do a story. If the story is a flop, I'll give you $500. Okay? I have $200 for you to cover the story. You know what I'm saying? Do a short live. You know, a short live with me and you. All right. Let me give the headline. Let me give the title. Let me be involved with it. I got $200 for it. I guarantee you, if I'm wrong, then I got $500 for you. But I know I'm gonna be right. I know I'm gonna be right. I guarantee you that if you do this story, that this would be your blockbuster story. You would have more people in this live than you ever had. Okay, I guarantee you will break the record of the most people you ever had in a live with this story. The 4 years later recap. If not, I'll give you $500. But I got $200 for you just to do the story. Okay? You do the story, cover the story, and if it don't break the records that you know, with the most views of videos that you had in a short period of time, I'm talking about by the time we get off that live stream, it's over 20,000 views. When we end the live stream, we're gonna end it with 20,000 views, easy. And to be honest, maybe 50,000 views. Yeah, because I did a live, and I don't even know how I had got 23,000 views when I ended the live. I was like, what the fuck? So 50,000 views. By the time we get off the live stream, it'll be 50,000 views for that live stream. You need something to get boost you back up, because honestly your numbers are, it is still okay numbers. Okay, you anybody who get more than 1,000 views is good. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% realistic. Anyone who can get over 1,000 views is good. You're doing okay. When you're getting over 5,000 views, you're doing pretty on each video. You're doing pretty good. But when you have almost 80,000 subscribers and you really barely making it to 10,000 views, that's when, you know what I'm saying, you got to really analyze your analytics and say something not mathing. And I'm telling you that with me and on the live stream, the way that you need to do it, you would get over 80,000 subscribers. And you get over 50,000 views when it ends. And I can't tell you how many views it would get, but I guarantee you, if you do it the right way, you will move up a notch as official man of the Umar Johnson sector, because you actually doing something for justice. Okay, my brother, family guy. Well, I need to cut my hair bald so we can be bald partners. But I'm telling you, bro, you really need to stay focused. And you really need to understand that you being a gatekeeper is corny. But you opening the gate and being a servant for the cause is way grander than being a gatekeeper. You opening the doors. You have no idea if you open the door, if you open the gate the proper way to a real victim, without trying to be a clown and coon, but open the gate up like Hip Hop Uncensored open their platform for you. Understand? Like hip hop uncensored open their platform for you. You need to open the gate and cover the story the proper way. And I guarantee you, all those people that do videos on you talk about how you constantly talk about Umar. Their next video reviews would be bigging you up for taking the time out to do what you did. Like I say, yo, right now we need a lot of the evil out the people because they don't be acting right. And we need to wake up. And Don M-TheeFDMG Boogieman is a messenger to wake up the masses, the mindless masses. And I'm here 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever, what time is it? It ain't 4 yet. 3:18 in the morning to let you know it's time for you to wake up going into 2025 because there's bigger fish to fry. There's bigger stories that must be covered. Umar Johnson in 2025 either has to come to a cease or he has to flourish, one or the other. And if your job is to bring it to an end because you don't think that he should be around these kids, you think he's a real pervert, you understand what I'm saying? If you think he's a real pervert, if you think that he should not be around these children, then I think that you should really cover the real story so we can shut it down. Because obviously you have your voice and just what you're talking about is not enough. You need a little bit of more substance to really get the point across. You need a little more substance to get the point across. And by you covering the story of a person who's a real victim, you'll be doing justice. I'm looking at my Charlie Brown. Well, you never seen Charlie Brown with a hat, but I'm looking at my Charlie Brown hat. Put my hat on, like my hat. I'm wide awake now, so let me get funky with y'all. Now I can do like this. See, if I'm looking down like that, I could do like that, yeah. Yeah, I can't look in my eyes. And then when I rise up, so I can, you know what I'm saying, like that, because I need you to understand. But then I can do like this, because it's like it's a different show. I like the way this look, so that's a good look. So I can talk like this for 10 minutes. Then when I want to say something, I'll just do like this, so that you know I'm being 100. Then I go back down. But I need you to understand, folks. I'm being humble. Head all the way down. I'm being humble. Lumar Honor. For those who don't know who Lumar Honor is, that's Lenon Honor. Excuse me. Lenon Honor. You're the new Lumar. Your name is Lumar. But if you want to be called Mr. Honor, if you want respect on your name, do something respectful. If you want people to stop going against you on your mission and show love with you 100% and be on deck, show love. If you don't want to be Coon of the Year and you don't want all that extra smoke, but it seems as if you like smoke, but you avoid the real smoke, you know what I'm saying? You don't bring no real attention to those who bring that smoke to you. That's funny. But yet and still, those people are right. It's time for you to wake up, bro. Going into 2025, I'm telling you, stop looking at Umar Johnson as a job and look at him as a wake-up call that's in our lives so we can move and become better people. I understand that you don't care about nobody except for yourself. But I'm telling you that it's important for you to wake up and do what you're called to do. If you call to bring the light to Umar Johnson case, then bring the light. But if you're sitting back thinking that you need to just collect some money off of Umar Johnson, then you're a fraud. And I'm here to let you know that you've been cooning around for way too long. And time out for you to be that coon of the year. Be the family guy. Wake up and become the family guy that you claim to be. And if you claim to be a family guy, then take off the mask, take off the Umar Johnson vest, and become that real reporter that's going to report the real stories. There's a lot of victims out here. Bring them up and have a panel of victims to tell their story. And if there's not enough victims and it's just that one victim of the circumstance, then let's have that interview. Like I say, it's very important for you to do this because you're running out of stuff, man. I mean, seriously, you're really running out of material. And although you can just keep running and going back to archives of what Umar Johnson said and make slippery jokes about that shit, it's like I say, you're losing your prestige, you're losing your viewers, you're losing a whole lot. And for you to build a platform up off of Umar Johnson and then start losing because you're not really climaxing to the point where you know you can climax and become a bigger platform where you don't necessarily need Umar Johnson no more. You the person, look, you the person who needs Umar Johnson for your lifestyle. But if you utilize the Umar Johnson the right way and maximize off of the situation the right way, then you can move on. You can do anything, and then you will have Umar Johnson numbers. But look your numbers. I mean, realistically, you got 80,000 people. You have 80,000 subscribers, and you rarely average 15,000 views. If I have 80,000 subscribers, I'm not lying, folks. If I have 80,000 subscribers, I want a minimum of an average of 30,000 views every time I do a live. If I have 80,000 subscribers, I want at least 7 to 10% to be watching my lives every time I go live. With 80,000 subscribers, folks. I'm not even at 800 subscribers. If I have 8,000 subscribers, I want at least 1,000 to 1,200 people watching my lives and whenever I go live. If this is what I'm doing. So for you have 80,000 and you don't get 10%, you don't get 5% of the views, you getting 1%, 1% of your people watching, that's weird. That's very weird. With me, on my channel, I'm guarantee you, out of the 600 folks that done subscribe to my channel, 400 of these folks is just subscribe to my channel, waiting to see if I put hands on Umar. They not really paying attention because they done got sidetracked because of all the defamation of the character. They just subscribe and they just to the back burner. But when the drama come, they're gonna pop out of nowhere. But to have 80,000 subscribers, and out of 80,000 subscribers, if you don't talk about Umar, they not watching. That's a problem, bro. So like I say, if you got 80,000 subscribers, do a show, do a real show for your 80,000 subscribers. Do a show where your subscribers can be like, you know what? This guy right here is doing the right thing right here with this one. I'm going to really support him for the cause. You're going to see your numbers jump. But as long as you cooning, your numbers going to show that you cooning. Your numbers will show that you cooning. And I came into this sector, and all the people that's watching me is people who support your channel, people who support Umar, people who support this person, that person, and they just want to hear a little bit of drama They want to see a little bit of drama. They want to hear the smoke. And that's what I got. I don't have like real supporters. I have a few. Shout out to my real. Yeah, sorry folks. My phone is this a weird phone. It got too hot. The phone is way too hot, it says, so it had to shut down. I had to close some apps and shit like that. I don't know. So right now I got the phone hanging out the window so it can stay cool. So I'm gonna end this live stream because you know what I'm saying, like I said, I just woke up. Look good when I wake up. I got this cap on because, like I said, I like to be animated. You know what I'm saying? This brings animation to me. But I'm letting you know, folks, that Lenon Honor, it's time for you to do the right thing. That's the bottom line. I keep telling you this shit, man. But you're gonna understand one day. You're gonna wake up next year and you're gonna realize, yo, I got to change my format. You know what I'm saying? I gotta really get a better format because you got 80,000 subscribers, damn it, 79,000 subscribers. You was at 60 some thousand and finally peaked and you got 10,000 new subscribers because you be trying to, you know, snatch up people's cookies. You the cookie snatcher, but yet you the crumb snatcher. But yet and still, they are not really showing you that real love and support because your numbers show. So if you really want your numbers to grow to the numbers that you should have, if you have 80,000 people subscribe to your channel, every video that you do, you should have a minimum of, when you do your videos, you should have a minimum every time you do your lives, a minimum of 25,000 views. That should be a minimum on all your videos. But people don't, especially black folks don't understand what they have right here. They don't understand the tool that they playing with. You know what I'm saying? When I finally accepted and received this tool and understood the tool, I kept telling you, yo, I'm not no podcaster, I'm not no person, I'm here to get my money. That was me for 3 years. Strong. If I was smart, if I had a channel before I went to that school and I was doing broadcasting from inside the school, that first video of me broadcasting from inside the school would have went viral at this point. Understand, folks? So don't think that you really listening to a person that couldn't have numbers like a lot of people. If I was inside the school videotaping and doing my videos from inside that school, that first video would have went viral. Umar would be like, yo, you can't do that no more. Yo, I don't need to do that. But if I would have been doing it, I would have been doing it on the way that he would have received money. Understand what I'm saying? The money would have been coming in. Where he'd been like, yeah, keep doing it. Y'all gotta understand, I was the inside man. And as the inside man, I could have really been viral at this point right now. Like, so many subscribers at this point right now. Real support. But because I chose not to be on some corny shit and videotaping showing so the people can be laughing and joking the situation, I just kept it quiet. But I really could have went and did the videotapes and videos and let it be known like, yo, we need that support. We need your help. I could have been doing that. But we didn't do it because you guys, black folks especially, are too clownish. But I'm here to let Lenon Honor know, going into 2025, become Mr. Honor, get respect on your name by doing some respectful stuff. That's what I have for you today. This is the beginning of the marathon. Okay, folks? I mean, I gave you, it's 3:30. I'll be going live on the Umar situation in about 7 hours? Not in about 7-8 hours. I'll be going live to continue the marathon. But we kicked the marathon off 2 something in the morning. Luma Honor, Lenon Honor was the start of the marathon, but the gates is open, and we're gonna talk about this all day long. We're gonna talk about this situation all day long because this is the 4-year anniversary of Don M, the FDMG Boogeyman. 4 years, folks. So tap in, join the conversation, and let's have a good day. Yo, gobble gobble, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your day of eating with your family, being fake, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people gonna be with family and friends, acting as if, you know, they in the joyous spirit, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be acting as if everything's cool. But for all those who don't have to act and with real loved ones and real family, and you have a real family structure and you have real love, that's what's up, yo, because a lot of people don't have that. So shout out to you folks. Yo, much respect to you folks. And enjoy your day. But tap in, tune in with me. Also hit the Cash App, Icy Don 167. We got our inauguration day. After we finish with this marathon, we're gonna do a marathon on inauguration day. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably kick that off like Monday or so. Or maybe, I don't know, over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? I don't know when I'm going to do it, but we're going to definitely have a marathon on inauguration, the whole breakdown, because, yo, folks, it's history in the making. History in the making. It's like, can you just imagine Farrakhan doing the live stream of the Million Man March? And just the build up of it, the build up of the Million Man March, if they was live streaming it, the build up of the Million Man March if they was live streaming it. So like I say, yo, Lenon Honor, cover the story now. You know what I'm saying? You need to really cover the story with me. Bring me on the platform, get your numbers up, get your respect up, and then help promote. You talk about Family Guy, you talk about real shit, or you want to talk about real shit. You act like you about real shit, so be about real shit. You know what I'm saying? You said that you went out to vote, you was going to vote. Well, support the cause. We're doing inauguration day rally, okay? We pulling up. Men's rally, inauguration day. Support the cause. $ Icy Don 167. Thank y'all for your support. Thank you for tapping in with me 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for paying attention to me as I drop my jewels early in the morning. I'm just getting myself warmed up for later on, you know what I'm saying? Because later on, we're going to tear a hole in the situation. We're going to tear a hole in the situation. But like I say, Lenon, cover the struggling YouTuber. Thank you for your listening ear, your support. Peace. Peace out, folks. Hit that freaking like button. Stop freaking playing, freaking fools. You heard?